So how does this look a little different than what we just did a second ago for case 1?
Squared.
We have a squared happening, right? Let me show you a scenario that, like my denominator. So something like x plus 1 squared would be an instance of that. Another scenario would be x squared itself, just x squared. Okay, so it's something squared. All right, that's really important. And why does this work? Because you're looking for the factors of it. And if I think about it this way, x plus 1 squared, what are the factors that go into x plus 1 squared? Well, it would be just plain x plus 1 can divide into it, or x plus 1 squared itself. Does that make sense? So what would the two guys be for x squared? The first guy would be just x, because x can go into it, or x squared. So that's what you do, is you have something that's squared and that's in that aspect. You take the linear version of it and then you take itself. Does that make sense what I just said? No? So if I gave you 3x plus 1 squared, what would the thing under A be? Under A. Just 3x plus 1, right? And then what would the thing under B be? 3x plus 1 squared. So you take its singleton version and then the squared version of it. All right, are we cool? Is that better? Yeah, okay. All right, so let's give an example. Let's have some fun. All right, so 2x minus 11 over x minus 4 squared. Can you rewrite that for me into the A and B version?
Minus
2x minus 11 over x minus 4 squared. You don't want to factor it. If it's a trinomial that has two obvious different factors, then you want to factor it. But this guy, the two are, yeah. Okay, what did you put A over? X minus 4. And then what did you put B over? X minus 4 squared. All right, how do we feel so far? Yay? Okay, ultimate goal is to get a common denominator all the way across. So what do I have to multiply the A by in order for that to happen?
X minus 4.
Another x minus 4. So I'm going to put x minus 4 over x minus 4. And what do I have to multiply B by?
Nothing.
Nothing. How are we feeling? So now I can, because I have all the same denominator, I can rewrite my numerators, right? So I would have 2x minus 11 equals A times x minus 4 plus B. Am I doing okay? I'm not going too fast, right? Okay, what do we let x be for the first guy?
4.
Sweet. So let x be 4, so 2 times 4 minus 11 is equal to A times 4 minus 4 plus B. So negative 3 equals B. Are we cool? We've now solved for B, but I need to solve for A. And I've exhausted what I can plug in to zero it out. Does that make sense? There's no more opportunities for the zero out to happen. So now I'm just going to pick some random x and use the B that I found. So if I'm picking a random x, I want to be very nice to myself. What would be the best thing to pick? 0 is correct. I would say 0, last resort maybe a 1. You don't want to pick 1,000 because then you're working with big numbers. So now I'm going to let x be 0. And so I would have 2 times 0 minus 11 is equal to A times 0 minus 4 minus 3. Because we now know B, that's set in stone. And the only unknown I have left is that A. So negative 11 equals negative 4A minus 3. Did you get 2 as A? And so rewriting it, I would have 2 over x minus 4, and then I have a minus 3 there, so minus 3 over x minus 4 squared. Could you integrate the first part of that with no problem? Sure, you would have a du over u situation. And then what about the next part? Can you integrate that? Yes, what would you do?
Bring it up.
You bring it up to the negative 2 power, and then you integrate old-fashioned reverse chain rule. So what do you think, good? Yay, no, maybe, yeah? So far I haven't hurt anyone, right? No pain. That's good to hear. Okay, so are we okay? Do you want me to do that? Are we okay? Are you guys cool? Now, let me give you one. Let me write it up here, then we'll discuss. Same case-ish. Huh? Yeah, you have 3. So what is this guy? Case what? Case 1. What's this guy? Case 2. So it's a mixture of the two cases together. Okay. So let's rewrite it. Talk to me about rewriting. What do you get for the first guy? A over what? What is it? X minus 2. Is everybody okay with that? And what's B? Over 2x plus 3. Yeah. And then what's C? 2x plus 3 squared. Perfect. Okay. So, what's your A going to be multiplied by to make it, that common denominator happen?
2x plus 3 squared.
2x plus 3 squared. What's your B going to be multiplied by?
2x plus 3 and x minus 2.
Yeah, this guy and one of these, right? So this guy and one of these. And then C, what is that going to be multiplied by? Just the x minus. You got it going on. I understood where you were coming from. Just the 2x minus 2, I mean the x minus 3, but never mind, all the above. Okay, so you have 1 minus 9x minus 8x squared is A times 2x plus 3 squared, B times x minus 2 times 2x plus 3 plus C times x minus 2. Oh, by the way, do we kind of know who's going to be my paper 2 people? In your brains, you guys know who you are? Because the last lesson we did was the end of paper 2. It was the absolute end. So like this stuff is paper 3. Like we're moving forward to paper 3. So if you're paper 2 and you absolutely 100%, because I have some kids that know for a fact, they're not trying, they didn't take October, November, and so January will come, there's still paper 2 people. We'll figure out, if you are indeed one of them, I'll figure out what to do, like so you don't have to learn anymore. You'll just be studying forever and a day. However, if you took October, November, and you pass it, then you become that paper 3 person. So if you're not a guarantee, because you didn't take it October, November, then we can move you to doing different things. But if you sat through a test this past 2 weeks ago or whatever, then I would suggest stick with me until we know in January.
So the scores come back in
January,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, because if you passed it on an off chance or a good chance that you passed it, then you have to do paper 3.
Yeah.
Do scores for all these tests come back in January?
Anybody that took October, November tests, it's like January, don't quote me on a day, but it's typically like January 11th-ish, 12th-ish. It's your birthday, so that'll be good, perfect day. I could be wrong, but it's typically around that time frame. All right, so keep that in mind. If you are sitting in here going, I didn't take an October, November test because I knew I was paper 2 for sure, then what I'll do is kind of figure something else, because you'll be focusing in on paper 2 and paper 1 only. Okay, are we cool? Otherwise, stick with me. All right, so what do we let X be first? What's the easy one to work with?
2.
So let X equal 2, right? And as you scan your eyes across, do you agree this goes away and so does this? Does that make sense? The 2 zeros that out and the 2 zeros that out. So what becomes the obvious thing that I'm going to find? I'm going to find A, okay?
Okay.
That makes this 0, 0 times, yeah, okay. So 1 minus 9 times 2 minus 8 times 2 squared. A times 2, 2 plus 3 squared. I think I got too many parentheses going on. And I don't even have to worry about writing this up, because that's 0, 0. Okay, so 1 minus 18 minus 32 is equal to 49. A.
Negative 4. Oh, no, it's not gonna happen.
This is negative though?
Yeah.
Okay. So A is negative 1. Do we feel okay about that? Are you guys feeling okay?
Yes.
I haven't really scared anyone yet, right?
No.
Okay. So now, what do I let X be now? Uh-huh, negative 3 halves. How did you get that? You set this guy equal to 0 and solve, and it takes care of that guy as well. Does that make sense? So, this zero's out, this zero's out, what am I obviously going to find? C, right? So 1 minus 9 times negative 3 halves minus 8 times negative 3 halves squared is equal to, so that's gone, C, and then negative 3 halves minus 2. Do you guys get the thing on the left, or do I need to try to get a common denominator in my head? Or did you solve it? Get my calculator out. Phone that is a calculator. 27 halves would be 54 fourths, so 54 minus 72 plus 4. Did you get negative 14 fourths times 2 sevenths? So that's 2, that's 2. Did you get positive 1 is C?
Yes.
No, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now that we know A and C, what's left to find? B. And what do I use? I would use 0 as well, yeah. So let X equals 0. So it's 1 equals, because those are gone, and then negative 1 for A, and then 0 plus 3, so 9 squared, and B we don't know, and we got negative 2 times 3, and then C is 1 times negative 2. There we have it. I just plugged in 0 everywhere I saw an X. Does B come out nice? goes in evenly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the -2? For C. Like, in the C area.
0 minus 2.
But C is 1.
C is 1, and then X is 0. Right?
Whatever.
Is that wrong? I'm mathing in my head, though.
I got negative 14.
Yeah. Negative 14 is B. Yeah. Yay. So, -1 over X minus 2, 14 over 2X plus 3, and 1 over 2X plus 3 squared.
Wait,
Yes.
I think it's not, it's at 9 squared. I think
It's not 9.
No, it's just gonna be 3 squared, 'cause you.
Oh, I squared it. It worked good though, nice, that's nice. Darn it. I got overzealous. So it's -9 here. But it's still very nice, okay. 12. So B is -2. Is that what you guys got? That should work. That should work now, yes? No? Okay, so that's case 2.